Some heroes are strong because of one broken ability, some are strong because their meta favors them. But Sojourn? Sojourn is powerful because she has almost everything you could possibly want in a DPS hero. Mobility, burst damage, consistent pressure, survivability, and one of the best carry toolkits in Overwatch. Let's get the basics out of the way. She has good sustained damage with her primary fire, allowing her to provide constant heat and damage, and a railgun shot provides high burst damage, which is great for finishing off weak enemies. She has good aerial denial with a disruptor shot and can move fast with her slide, and overclock can win games if used correctly. She has the complete toolkit to address most situations, which makes her less likely to fall out of relevance.
I've got wealth, fame, and access to the depths of sleaze that those things bring.
But let's dive deep into the crux of the matter as to why Sojourn always sits on top of the mountain. Her movement gives her the freedom of a flanker without the usual risks. Overwatch is a first-person shooter, and like any shooter, it's fundamentally about positioning, angles, and the balancing act of being in cover and exposing yourself to lay down fire. And this is where Sojourn shines, as she has Tracer-like movement without being Tracer. Tracer, as amazing as she is, and how annoying high-level Tracer gameplay can be, her Achilles heel is a minuscule health bar. Someone breathing on the brick would kill her.
Breathe.
Tracer has the best X-axis movement, but she's Tracer, so by the time you master her kit, the iPhone 500 will be released with 700 cameras, a terabyte of RAM, but still terrible battery life. Sojourn has horizontal movement for repositioning, vertical movement for access to high ground, and can engage and disengage on a dime. It also helps that Sojourn can damage people at range rather than mildly tickle them, and her learning curve isn't as steep, so you can learn her abilities just before the next ice age. Compare that to Tracer, who needs a 10,000 time investment into deciding when to recall and when to stand your ground and commit, only for Zenyatta to kick you in the face. Sojourn gets many of the benefits of flankers: aggressive off-angling, escape potential when things go south, and a level of evasiveness thanks to high burst movement, but with more range and versatility in her abilities. She can have her cake and eat it too. In addition, an advantage of high damage heroes like Junkrat is that they only need to be out of cover for so long to do major damage. They pop in and out of cover as they fire the weapon, and Sojourn can do the same via a charged rail shot. Many mobility abilities require commitment. Genji's Swift Strike requires you to look in the direction you want to dash in, Widow requires you to aim at the wall you want to fire your grapple at, and Winston needs to aim before he can jump. The common trend is that a lot of movement abilities require you to turn in the direction you want to go, and that split second you need to turn can make all the difference between life and death. And God forbid, a full 180 turn might as well be digging your own grave. If martial arts have taught me anything, it's this: never turn your back to the enemy. Sojourn can escape without turning her back to the enemy, and the benefits are a goddamn field day for the Canadian. You can maintain visual information, keep pressure on opponents, react faster to threats, and you retreat more safely. This makes her even faster, more evasive, and harder to pin down. In addition, this extended her safe spaces and how far she can be from cover, and considering she only needs to be out of cover for a few seconds to do major damage with a charged railgun shot, that makes it even harder to pin down. Her sharpshooter passive also adds fuel to the fire, making her even more evasive. If she lands headshots, that reduces the cooldown of her slide, and in turn, she can constantly dip in and out of cover. But keep this in mind, compared to other sharpshooters, thanks to the higher fire rate of her projectiles, she has a higher statistical likelihood of landing headshots as more shots are fired down range.
Zap. First try.
She has a lower marginal error relative to other sharpshooters, meaning she becomes even more evasive and can take even more aggressive angles with minimal downsides. And she can still land headshots via her railgun, meaning she has two options to charge her slide faster, making it even faster and harder to pin down. All of the reasons compound make a good Sojourn almost as elusive as Tracer, but none on the downsides of the Brit. Maybe she's been taking a lot of slipstream juice in her free time.
Oh wait, you serious? Let me laugh even harder.
Every point of damage Sojourn does, even to barriers, charges her railgun, and like a roadhog hook, this creates psychological pressure. Railgun forces enemy respect at all times, and this means the squishies must constantly account for the possibility of an instant pick. Even when she isn't firing, the enemy constantly has to be conscious about the railgun, and since the Sojourn can take much more aggressive angles and get closer, she's even more likely to land a headshot, making the enemy even more cautious. What takes it to the extreme for the Canadian is that she's best used in poke comps, and poke is best used against brawl comps, and this will make charging up a railgun easier as your shots are landing towards a big group of enemies, meaning you're less likely to miss. This means you charge your railgun faster, so there's more uptime of that psychological pressure.
Shit! Fuck me! Shit! What the fuck?
Sojourn is a well-rounded hero with good burst and consistent damage, but that isn't the reason why she is powerful. The silver bullet of her abilities is that she has Tracer-like movement but isn't Tracer, meaning she can survive someone breathing on her and can damage people beyond farting distance. Every part of her kit synergizes from the damage to the movement to the passives, making her one of the most complete DPS heroes Overwatch has ever had. But to put simply, Sojourn is the perfect blend between Soldier 76 and Tracer. Consistent damage and fast. This is Zach, not Zach, signing off. Please remember to like, favorite, comment, and subscribe.